Ava Brooks had two problems. She was secretly in love with her online boyfriend, and she hated her new boss. Ava rushes through the giant glass lobby carrying 4 coffees, folders, and her phone. Ava. Panicking. Great. First day and I'm already late. She checks her phone quickly. A new message from MoonKnight. MoonKnight. Text. Good luck today. Don't overthink everything, smiley face. Ava. Smiling softly. Easy for you to say. Suddenly she crashes straight into Ethan. Coffee explodes everywhere. Ethan. Whoa. Coffee splashes across Ethan's expensive black suit. Silence fills the lobby. Employees stare. Ava. Horrified. Oh my God. Ethan. Looking down at his ruined suit. You just attacked the CEO. Ava. Frozen. Wait. Ava. You're the CEO. Ethan. And you're apparently very dangerous. Ava. I'm so sorry. I can clean it. Or buy another suit. Actually no, I definitely cannot afford that suit. Ethan tries not to laugh. Ethan. Relax. Ava. Relax. I assaulted a billionaire before breakfast. Ethan smirks slightly. Ethan. Interesting way to introduce yourself. Ava. Ava Brooks. Professional disaster. Ethan. Ethan Carter. Victim of coffee-related violence. Ava nervously laughs. Ava. I'm getting fired, aren't I? Ethan. He pretends to think dramatically. Ethan. Depends. Ava. Depends on what? Ethan. Whether the coffee was good. Ava blinks in surprise. Ava. That was actually kind of funny. Ethan. Don't tell anyone. I have a reputation to maintain. Their eyes meet for a moment longer than expected. And just like that, Ava Brooks realized 2 things. Her boss was terrifying. And unfortunately, very attractive. Office break room. Morning sunlight shines through the office windows. Ava quietly makes coffee while trying to avoid Ethan after yesterday's disaster. Ava. Whispering to herself. Okay. Avoid eye contact. Avoid breathing near him. Avoid existing. Ethan suddenly walks in behind her. Ethan. Good morning, Ava. She jumps violently and almost drops another coffee cup. Ava. Why do you appear so quietly? Ethan. I walked through the door. Ava. Like a serial killer. Ethan hides a smile. Ethan. You're nervous around me. Ava. I'm nervous around rich people in general. Ethan. Interesting. Ava. You people smell expensive. Ethan finally laughs softly. Ava stares, shocked. Ava. Wait. Ava. You laugh. Ethan. Sometimes. Ava. I thought CEOs just stared at spreadsheets and destroyed souls. Ethan. Only before lunch. Ava accidentally laughs. They pause for a second, surprised by the chemistry between them. Scene 2, that night. Ava sits in bed wearing oversized pajamas, texting MoonKnight on her laptop while rain falls outside. MoonKnight. Text. So, how's the evil boss? Ava. He's still terrifying. MoonKnight. Still handsome though. Ava. Unfortunately. Cut to Ethan in his penthouse smiling at his phone. Ethan. To himself. Good. Ava. But today he laughed. MoonKnight. And? Ava. And now I'm confused. MoonKnight. Maybe there's more to him than you think. Ava. You sound like his lawyer. MoonKnight. Maybe I just understand him. Ethan smirks at the screen. Ava. Sometimes he says things that sound weirdly familiar. MoonKnight. Like what? Ava. The same sarcastic stuff you say. Ethan suddenly freezes. Ethan. Oh. Ava. Anyway. Good night, MoonKnight, smiley face. MoonKnight. Good night, Ava. Ethan stares at her final message with a soft smile. Ethan. Quietly. Sweet dreams. Narrator. That night, Ava fell asleep smiling at her phone. Narrator. Completely unaware that her online boyfriend already knew exactly what she looked like when she laughed. The next morning, conference room. Ethan. From across the room. Ava. She instantly hides her phone. Ava. Why yes. Ethan. You're overthinking again. Ava freezes completely. Ava. What? Ethan. The numbers. You're staring at them like they insulted your family. Employees chuckle lightly, but Ava keeps staring at Ethan suspiciously. That was strange. Because you're overthinking again was exactly what MoonKnight always told her. Office hallway. The meeting ends. Ava quickly follows Ethan through the hallway. Ava. Okay. Weird question. Ethan. Those are usually the dangerous ones. Ava. Do you secretly have another job? Ethan. I'm listening. Ava. Like, motivational texting service. Online therapist. Secret life coach. Ethan. That's oddly specific. Ava. You keep saying the exact same things as someone I know. Ethan's expression almost changes before recovering. Ethan. Maybe great minds think alike. Ava. Or maybe serial killers do. Ethan. You compare me to criminals surprisingly often. Ava. You sneak up on people surprisingly often. Ethan smirks slightly. Ethan. Fair point. Conference room. Ava sits in a company meeting pretending to take notes while secretly texting MoonKnight under the table. Ethan stands at the front presenting charts to the team. MoonKnight. Text. You're overthinking again. Ava reads the message and smiles slightly. Ethan. From across the room. Ava. She instantly hides her phone. Ava. Why yes. Ethan. You're overthinking again. Ava freezes completely. Ava. What? Ethan. The numbers. You're staring at them like they insulted your family. Employees chuckle lightly, but Ava keeps staring at Ethan suspiciously. Narrator. That was strange. Narrator. Because you're overthinking again was exactly what MoonKnight always told her. See office hallway. Meeting ends. Ava quickly follows Ethan through the hallway. Ava. Okay. Weird question. Ethan. Those are usually the dangerous ones. Ava. Do you secretly have another job? Ethan. I'm listening. Ava. Like, motivational texting service. Online therapist. Secret life coach. Ethan. That's oddly specific. Ava. You keep saying the exact same things as someone I know. Ethan's expression almost changes before recovering. Ethan. Maybe great minds think alike. Ava. Or maybe serial killers do. Ethan. You compare me to criminals surprisingly often. Ava. You sneak up on people surprisingly often. Ethan smirks slightly. Ethan. Fair point. Late night investigation. Ava sits at home surrounded by snacks, notebooks, and her laptop like a detective. Chloe watches in confusion. Chloe. You've been staring at timestamps for an hour. Ava. Because look. She points dramatically at her laptop. Ava. Every time Ethan disappears from work. MoonKnight replies instantly. Chloe. Gasping dramatically. Oh my god. Ava. And they both use weird smiley faces with parentheses. Chloe. That's not evidence. That's emotional damage. Ava. And yesterday they both said interesting the exact same way. Chloe. Ava. Ava. What? Chloe. I think your boss is your internet boyfriend. Ava stares silently for 5 whole seconds. Ava. No. Chloe. Yes. Ava. No. Chloe. The tension alone is giving Netflix. Scene 4, elevator scene. The next morning. Ava and Ethan stand alone inside a quiet elevator. Tension everywhere. Ava. Can I ask you something weird? Ethan. You usually do. Ava. Do you believe people can accidentally meet twice? Ethan. Depends. Ava. On what? Ethan. Whether fate is involved. Ava slowly looks at him suspiciously. Ava. You did that on purpose. Ethan. Did what? Ava. That mysterious rich man dialogue thing. Ethan laughs softly again. Ava. There's that laugh. Ethan. You notice it a lot. Ava. Because it sounds familiar. The elevator doors open. Ethan steps out slowly. Ethan. Careful, Ava. Ava. Why? Ethan. You're getting very close to figuring me out. He walks away, leaving Ava completely stunned. Ava. Okay, that was definitely suspicious. Outside Ava's apartment. Soft rain falls as Ethan walks Ava home under one umbrella. The city lights glow around them. Ava keeps stealing nervous glances at him. Ava. So. Ethan. So. Ava. You're seriously telling me my online boyfriend was my boss this whole time? Ethan. Technically, yes. Ava. That is psychotic behavior, Ethan. Ethan. In my defense, I didn't know you worked for my company at first. Ava. And after you found out? Ethan. I panicked. Ava. You. Panic. Ethan. You make me nervous. Ava stops walking and stares at him. Ava. The billionaire CEO gets nervous around me. Ethan. Very inconvenient, honestly. Ava laughs despite herself. Ava. You know I told you literally everything, right? Ethan. I know. Ava. You know about my embarrassing middle school poetry phase. Ethan. The vampire poem was creatively aggressive. Ava. Oh my God. She covers her face in embarrassment while Ethan quietly laughs. Ethan. For the record. I liked hearing about your life. Ava. Even the weird parts. Ethan. Especially the weird parts. A soft silence settles between them. Rain grows softer. Ethan looks at Ava seriously for the first time. Ethan. Ava. Ava. Yeah. Ethan. Do you know why I never told you who I was? Ava. Because you enjoy chaos. Ethan. Partly. She smiles slightly. Ethan. But mostly because I wanted you to like me before you knew about the money. Ava. Ethan. Ethan. Online, you talk to me like I was normal. Ava. You are normal. Ethan. You're the only person who treats me that way. Ava's expression softens immediately. Ava. That's actually really sad. Ethan. Thank you. Very romantic response. Ava. Sorry. Continue your emotional billionaire speech. Ethan chuckles softly. Ethan. I just didn't want you falling for the CEO version of me. Ava. What if I'm starting to like both versions? Ethan goes quiet for a second. Ethan. Careful. Ava. Why? Ethan. I might kiss you. Ava instantly freezes. Ava. That was smooth. Ethan. I practiced in my head 6 times. Ava. Seriously. Ethan. 12. Ava bursts out laughing. Ethan smiles warmly at her. They finally reach Ava's apartment building. Rain drips softly around them. Ava. So what happens now? Ethan. Now. He steps slightly closer. Ethan. Now I stop hiding. Their eyes lock. Ava's heartbeat pounds. Ava. And if this goes horribly wrong? Ethan. Then at least it'll be memorable. Ava. That is not comforting. They both laugh quietly. Ethan. Good night, Ava. Ava. Good night. MoonKnight. Ethan smiles softly at hearing the name out loud. Ethan. I like when you call me that. Ava blushes hard. Ava. Okay, good night for real now. She quickly runs toward her apartment door, flustered. Ethan. Laughing softly. Sweet dreams, Ava. She turns around before entering the building. Ava. Hey Ethan. Ethan. Yeah. Ava. I'm glad it was you. Ethan watches her disappear inside with the biggest genuine smile yet. For the first time, their story was no longer happening behind a screen. It was real. Ava wakes up and immediately checks her phone. One unread message from Ethan. Ethan, text. Good morning. Are you still avoiding me after almost letting me kiss you? Ava instantly hides her face in her pillow, screaming internally. Ava. Why is he like this? Her phone buzzes again. Ethan. And before you ask, yes, I'm smiling while typing this. Ava. Stop smiling challenge. Impossible. Ava walks into work trying to act normal. Ethan is already waiting near the elevators holding coffee. Ethan. Morning. Ava. You cannot flirt with me before 9 a.m. Ethan. Noted. He hands her coffee. Ava. You remembered my order. Ethan. Extra caramel. No sugar. Because apparently sugar tastes emotionally aggressive. Ava. I said that once. Ethan. It was memorable. Ava tries hiding her smile. Ethan. You're blushing. Ava. You're annoying. Ethan. And yet here you are. Later in the office. Chloe dramatically slides into Ava's chair. Chloe. So. Ava. No. Chloe. Did the billionaire finally kiss you? Ava. Chloe. Chloe. That's a yes. Ava. That's not a yes. Chloe. That's emotionally a yes. Ethan suddenly appears behind them. Ethan. Should I come back later? Ava nearly falls out of her chair. Ava. How do you keep doing that? Ethan. You're very easy to sneak up on. Chloe. Smugly. I like him. Ava. Traitor. Scene 4, rooftop dinner. Nighttime. Ethan brings Ava to a private rooftop restaurant glowing with fairy lights and city views. Soft music plays in the background. Ava. This place is beautiful. Ethan. I wanted tonight to be special. Ava. You mean because you emotionally catfished me for months? Ethan. I prefer romantically undercover. Ava laughs. Ethan. There's something I never told you. Ava. That sentence usually ends badly. Ethan. The first night we talked online. I almost didn't reply. Ava. Why? Ethan. Because your profile picture was intimidating. Ava. Excuse me. Ethan. You looked too pretty. I assumed you'd ignore me. Ava stares at him in disbelief. Ava. You're Ethan Carter. Women probably throw themselves into traffic for you. Ethan. Only emotionally. Ava laughs again, softer this time. Scene 5, the kiss. Wind blows softly across the rooftop. Ethan steps closer to Ava. Ethan. Can I ask you something? Ava. Depends if it's weird. Ethan. Do you still think I'm terrifying? Ava. A little. Ethan. Good. Ava. Why good? Ethan. Because you're adorable when you're nervous. Ava's face turns bright red. Ava. You really enjoy making me panic. Ethan. Only because you're cute when you do. Ava tries to answer but completely loses the ability to speak. Ethan smiles warmly. Ethan. There's the buffering again. Ava. I hate you. Ethan. No you don't. Ava looks up at him quietly. Ava. No. I really don't. Ethan gently brushes a curl away from her face. Ethan. Can I kiss you now? Ava smiles nervously. Ava. You ask a lot for a CEO. Ethan. Occupational hazard. She laughs softly before finally leaning closer. They kiss under the glowing city lights while the skyline sparkles behind them. Sometimes love stories begin with fate. Narrator. Sometimes they begin with late-night messages. And sometimes they begin with spilled coffee and a very attractive problem.